Hello, my name is Sarita Figueroa, Community Relations Manager for Southern California Gas Company. SoCalGas is the nation's largest natural gas distributor. We supply natural gas to Southern California from Visalia to the Mexican border and from Arizona to the Pacific coast. As a matter of fact, we supply the gas you use to cook, warm your water, and heat your homes with every day. We employ over 7,500 employees that range from engineers to geologists, project and program managers, marketing and customer service professionals. SoCalGas believes that innovation is a key to our success in addressing California's clean energy goals. We're focused on becoming the cleanest energy company in North America and are committed to 20% of renewable natural gas delivered in our system by the year 2030. That's why SoCalGas understands that tomorrow starts today. Making California carbon neutral by the year 2045 will take innovation, investment, and brilliant minds. We encourage students to study STEM and apply for careers that will help make energy affordable to all. We are proud to sponsor organizations like STEAM Coders and invest in programs that help bridge the digital divide. We understand that there's a problem and that not all students have the same opportunities to learn. That's why we've invested over $300,000 just in the last few months to help students throughout our service territory get the equipment they need to do their schoolwork. But it doesn't end there. Our students still need programs, mentorship opportunities, scholarships, and internships. We are working to make even bigger investments, and we encourage all of you out there to do the same. We applaud tonight's honorees, and we salute STEAM Coders for your tireless commitment to developing tomorrow's leaders. Congratulations, everyone.
Tonight, with New York City public schools reopening virtually, including some in-person classes, parents across the country are sharing with us just how tough remote learning can be, despite attempts to bridge the digital divide. From Texas,
trying to figure out how to manage 3 kids who are doing virtual learning on different schedules,
to Missouri.
How do you feel about learning at home instead of at school?
I feel kind of sad about it.
To rural California.
The internet connection stops, so it kicks her out, then it starts again, and then stops again. So she doesn't get the whole class like she should.
Of the 50 million public school students learning remotely due to the pandemic, 15 to 16 million lack internet or devices to learn effectively, and 9 million don't have any access. Children of color and those in rural communities are particularly impacted.
Thank you.
Since we spoke to them in May, Eastside House Settlement has given out hundreds of tablets and Wi-Fi hotspots to Bronx students, but it's only the start.
Just because we handed the student a tablet and gave them the Wi-Fi, it doesn't make them more academically ready.
Kevin Conley, a trustee of a school district in Mountain View, California, says even in tech-rich Silicon Valley, 32% of students are low income.
I personally know a family that is paying $150 a month for internet access for 4 children to do online learning, but they can't afford food. We can do better than that. We have to do better than that.
Hello, I'm Emma Dumont, and welcome to Bridging the Digital Divide, a virtual celebration in support of STEAM Coders. I'm an actor and engineering student at Cal Poly Pomona and volunteer with STEAM Coders. I teach weekend coding classes to elementary school students in grades 1 through 5. Where were these classes when I was growing up? STEAM Coders inspires underrepresented and underserved students and their families through science, technology, engineering, art, and math, STEAM, in preparation for academic and career opportunities. Tonight, we will honor 3 leaders who have been huge supporters of STEAM Coders, in addition to being proponents of diversity, inclusion, and education. In addition, you will meet some of our partners, parents, and most importantly, our students. Let's start the show. Join me in taking a look at what STEAM Coders is all about, followed by a few words from our executive director and founder, Ray Medili.
STEAM Coders teaches underrepresented and underserved students of color the fundamentals of science, technology, engineering, art, and math, or STEAM, in preparation for academic and career opportunities. STEAM Coders offers students a fun and easy introduction to the STEAM subjects. We educate, inspire, and equip students with the knowledge and resources needed to successfully pursue STEAM opportunity. Our goal is to aim higher. We focus on accessibility, instruction, and mentoring. STEAM Coders emerged from the Gamma Zeta Boulay Foundation's award-winning LAMP Mentor program in the summer of 2014. The goal was to provide underrepresented and underserved students of color with hands-on computer science instruction. The lack of exposure to the STEAM disciplines during their early childhood education period puts students at a distinct disadvantage for future success in these fields. As a result, they are not adequately prepared to pursue STEAM opportunities after graduating from college. STEAM Coders uses idle computer labs and classrooms to bring computer science and robotics courses to disadvantaged students. Classes are held after school and Saturday mornings. Students engage in a variety of computer science applications: mobile app development, video game development, cybersecurity, and robotics, among others. At the end of each session, students receive a STEAM Coders certificate of completion, but more importantly, they acquire aptitude, confidence, and in most cases, the curiosity and motivation for continued learning. At STEAM Coders, we strongly believe that no one segment of society has a monopoly on great ideas. Talent is everywhere, along with imagination and innovation. We have to remove the blinders, take down the barriers, and unlock the doors to our institutions and invite the underrepresented and underserved students inside. For more information about STEAM Coders, please visit www.steamcoders.org. Full steam ahead. Good evening and welcome to the STEAM Coders 2020 virtual celebration, Bridging the Digital Divide, in support of underrepresented and underserved K-12 students, Title I schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our students and partners are located throughout Los Angeles County. We work with schools and nonprofit organizations in Pasadena, Altadena, Los Angeles, Linwood, Inglewood, Long Beach, Claremont, and many other communities. The overwhelming majority of the students that we serve, over 85%, are African American and Latinx. They are disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. According to a report issued by the Office of California Governor Gavin Newsom in April 2020, 1 in 5 California students lack connectivity or devices. 50% of low-income families and 42% of families of color reported that they lacked the laptops, Chromebooks, or tablets needed to access distant learning. This is totally unacceptable. It is our responsibility to help ensure that all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, gender, or socioeconomic status, are afforded the opportunity to a quality education. In addition, they need to have access to science, technology, engineering, art, and math, or STEAM, in order to prepare for a highly competitive global economy. In order to make this happen, we need your support. Your donation will provide students with the remote learning resources that they need to succeed: laptops, Chromebooks, internet access, hotspots, and instruction. Opportunity is the American dream. Together, we can make a difference. STEAM Coders is committed to making sure our students are equipped with the resources that will allow them to engage in remote learning. We focus on teaching students logic, critical thinking, and problem solving, skills that can be easily transferable to anything that they want to do in life. We applaud you for your commitment, whether it be financial and/or in-kind, in assisting underrepresented and underserved students. Together, we will help make the American dream come true for students everywhere.
Hello, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, and I'm so happy to be here today to support STEAM Coders. For years now, I've been proud to support this project because I know how important STEAM education is to our country and our future. In fact, just look at today's event. In order to help contain the coronavirus, this event is being held virtually. But if this pandemic had hit even just a few years ago, things would have been completely different. Work from home or virtual events would have been nearly impossible, leaving us all even more isolated. It was past investments in STEAM that helped train the current generation of engineers and coders who've made this more virtual world possible. It's clear STEAM fields are the future of our economy. This is especially true in our area, where world-class institutions like Caltech and Harvey Mudd College are training the next generation of leaders and developing the next generation of technology. But still, many students are intimidated about pursuing a STEAM education, and that's why programs like STEAM Coders, which help underserved and underrepresented students learn the fundamentals of STEAM and why you're so important. You are helping more students to see their potential by introducing them to new opportunities. And it has a real impact. I'll never forget the young girl I once met at a STEAM Coders event. She said that before her involvement, I didn't know a thing about coding, but then they showed me, and now I love to code. Sometimes just being shown the door is all a student needs to walk through it. And that is what you are doing. By exposing more people to STEAM, you're helping to not only inspire, but also train the next generation. And that will mean benefits for all of us. I'm doing my part in Congress by supporting legislation like H.R. 1485, the Computer Science for All Act, to give more underrepresented students a fair shot at a STEAM education. Together, we can bridge the digital divide. So thank you to all of you for supporting STEAM Coders and for all you're doing to encourage STEAM education.
Hi, I'm Wendy Raquel Robinson, and I am the co-founder and artistic director for Amazing Grace Conservatory, which is located in South Central Los Angeles. We currently serve 75 youth, but throughout our 25 years, we have touched over 7,500 lives in the inner city of Los Angeles and the surrounding areas. STEAM Coders has been a blessing to us. I think the greatest takeaway that we have gotten is our young people, because they're ages 5 to 18, they have understood how art and technology intersect. And when you start to look at the creative economy and the industry that we are in here in Los Angeles and Hollywood, 99% of the jobs are behind the scenes. And to be able to create content, original content, that's what our children are into and want to do all the time, we need the editing resources to allow them to do that, to tell their stories, to create movies. No one can tell their story better than they can. They are some of the best storytellers. So we offer acting, voice, dance, digital and media arts, creative writing. And through all of that, they have been able to construct, I want to say, like a one-person show. So the biggest thing that we are lacking, and STEAM Coders has been a big help and influence with that, is editing the audio as well as the picture and telling the full story.
That's just so perfect. And I have a little something to share with you here. I'm going to pull this up.
Hey, Wendy, I heard Amazing Grace Conservatory needed some computer equipment to help bridge the digital divide. Guess what? STEAM Coders has awarded Amazing Grace Conservatory 20 laptops to help you with that challenge. Take care and good luck.
Wow!
So we're so happy to help. We're so thrilled to help. And you know, I can't wait until we're there and we've got the equipment and we've got the kids and we can bring their visions to life. I'm so looking forward to this, Wendy. I can't wait.
Thank you, Julie. Oh God, I'm a big baby. Thank you, Raymond and STEAM Coders, so much. Thank you guys it's like you guys always think about us, you know, the Nickelodeon project. You know, I even sat in on the animation one, how to do a cartoon, how to do everything, because our children need to be engaged. And what's really, really engaging them is the technology. And now they're understanding how it all connects. Thank you for the laptops. Thank you for touching their lives. And just thank you for being the possibility and the hope that we need. Thank you. Thank you, Raymond. I'm gonna get you. I can't stand surprises, but I love this one.
Hey, welcome to Glass Rock Immersive Lab. Today we have Pasadena City College with the STEAM Coders program, taking a deep dive into immersive content creation with virtual reality. So follow me and let's get immersed. I like you to think like an entrepreneur, right? You may not start your own business, but you want to think like one. What your narrative is how you'll craft your life and design your future and impact the future. There'll be an increase of over 1 million jobs just for STEM opportunities alone. We're talking about a whole new workforce, jobs that are going to be created just because of virtual reality, augmented reality, immersive technologies, all these new apps.
The 360 video is pretty much going to be like a non-interactive experience. So if you're looking at a 360 video, imagine this is your head. So you're just going to see what this camera saw.
So if you look at Google Maps, you ever seen those cars with the big bubbles on the top of them? Those cameras are 360 cameras.
You can also put that headset on, you can like be inside of there, you know what I mean?
Just, yeah, you might have to adjust the phone a little bit just so it's to your eye level. You know, we're a team composed of storytellers, designers, developers, educators. And why this is important to us is because we want to close the digital divide between different communities, because technology, you know, is a very big part of the fabric of our society today.
We are truly blessed to have supporters like yourself who care about underserved and underrepresented students. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the disparities in our educational system. Let's work together and bridge the digital divide. Please go to www.steamcoders.org. Hit the donate button and make a difference. Now back to the show.
Hi everybody. My name is Joe Connolly and I have been given the privilege of introducing tonight's honoree, Dr. Maria Klawe, the president of Harvey Mudd College. Just for the record, Maria earned her PhD in mathematics and has held a lot of leadership jobs in higher education. Before she became president of Mudd about 14 years ago, Maria served as Dean of Engineering at Princeton. I've known Maria since I became a trustee at Mudd several years ago. We've worked on a lot of things together, and as I'm about to explain, I am a big fan. Those of us who support STEAM coders share an understanding that talent is distributed randomly, but opportunity is not. We also share a determination that the bright and eager young people in this program will get a fair shot at successful STEM careers. There is no better example of the power of such determination than my friend Maria Klawe. She's been relentless in her efforts over many years to make higher STEM education available to students from historically underrepresented groups. It is no exaggeration to say that Maria Klawe, as much or more than any single person, has torn down the fence that once kept all but a small handful of women away from engineering, science, and math careers. When Maria took over at Mudd in 2006, women comprised a little over 20% of the students there. Currently, women are half of our student body. Trust me, Maria Klawe had to fight hard for that to happen. And speaking, if I may, on behalf of my own granddaughters, thanks, Maria. President Klawe has been recognized before for this and many other accomplishments. To pick out just two, in 2014, she made Fortune magazine's list of the world's 50 greatest leaders. And a few years later, Maria won the Carnegie Corporation Academic Leadership Award. My compliments go to STEAM Coders for choosing this pioneering woman as your honored guest. Here she is.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Klawe, and I am the president of Harvey Mudd College. And I'm truly honored this evening to be one of the recipients of the award from STEAM Coders. We have had a partnership with STEAM Coders for several years. Their students come on our campus and they take classes taught by our students. I think it's particularly important during a time like this when the pandemic is really damaging the educational opportunities, especially for people in low-income families, that we provide these kinds of opportunities to students. Right now, during the pandemic, the people whose education is most damaged are the children who are in families that don't have access to Wi-Fi and don't have access to devices, where perhaps there are several children sharing a single iPhone, with their parents and their siblings. And so during this time, it's particularly important that we provide support for children who need access to education. And the other thing I want to say is that the only industry that is really doing well during the pandemic is the tech industry. And that's why it's particularly important for children who are from low-income families that they have exposure to coding and to technology and to understand the problem solving and creativity that goes into actually designing things. Because that gives them the best possible chance that they will be able to benefit when they are able to go back to school and able eventually to get internships with industry. So once again, I just want to say thank you to STEAM Coders. I want to thank you all for being here, and I want to encourage you to support this initiative. Thank you very much.
My name is Krista Casillas, and I'm the Program Director of Upward Bound Math Science at Pasadena City College. And we are located in Pasadena, California, servicing 130 high school students. These are students that are attending both Pasadena and El Monte Unified School Districts. And our students are ones that are committed to going to college. And they turn to us, our learning community, for help to get them there. For our students to qualify for our program, they must either be one of the three or all three of the following categories, and that is first generation college-bound student, academic high risk, or living at low income or at poverty rates. And so together, as they join our program, we also have a dedicated focus to STEM. COVID has presented its challenges for sure, and especially with our families in that they are experiencing financial insecurities that then later translate into housing and food insecurities. And so at the onset of the pandemic, it just kind of, I think it shook the world and especially our families in that we started seeing job loss. Having access to Wi-Fi and laptops and computers became a luxury.
We have secured 20 laptops for your students.
This is amazing. I thank you so much. I have no words to describe just what, I'm speechless. This is amazing in that having 20 laptops for our students does mean, giving them access to what they need in terms of workshops and access to education and access to resources that will help them with their STEM and career exploration. It will make an impactful difference, of that I know, and that is amazing. Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful thing when like-minded people get together in support of an important cause. The digital divide is creating deep socioeconomic divisions in our communities. However, we can address this issue by securing resources and distributing them to disadvantaged students and their families, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Show them you care by visiting www.steamcoders.org and making a gift by clicking the Donate Now button.
Good evening, friends and supporters of STEAM Coders. My name is Chris Holden. I'm Assembly Member. I represent the 41st Assembly District, which includes the communities of Pasadena out to Rancho Cucamonga on the east. I've had a pleasure of representing the district for the last 7 years and being able to work with fine people like Ray Ely and his amazing staff and the great work they do at STEAM Coders. It's been an honor, quite frankly, to be able to see just the kind of work that Ray and his team does. Now, I want to say something very personal about Ray, but you can't tell him because I don't want his feelings to be hurt. But he really needs to work on his basketball game. He talks about mine, but he really needs to work on his. Now, having said that, there's not much else he needs encouragement on because he's got it down when it comes to dedication for our young people. And I celebrate him and the fine folks at STEAM Coders for all the wonderful work that's being done, because we know, we all are aware that the skill gap that exists in the minority community is such that it makes it more challenging to attain college degrees and through the computer science field. But with what Ray and STEAM Coders are doing, they're turning that around. This is extremely important because here in California, the technology industry is one of the largest employers, hiring people that have computer science degrees at a very fast pace. I'm proud to have authored the college and career pathways legislation that has created a vehicle for students to take college-level courses, earning credits while concurrently enrolled in high school. This program has proven to be extremely successful for students, school districts, and colleges alike throughout the entire state. Last year, I introduced legislation to expand the College and Career Pathways program to the year 2027. I will continue to advocate in Sacramento for our students and their educational needs, because I believe that by closing the education gap, minorities can have a great shot at economic success. I'm thankful for organizations like STEAM Coders in my district, and I appreciate the hard work that they are putting forth to create greater access to resources for young minority students. Congratulations on a wonderful program, and I look forward to continuing to ally with you into the future, and even during this pandemic, where great work is being done. Thank you, and God bless.
Hello, I'm Lauren Buckman, president of Art Center College of Design. I'm a big fan of STEAM Coders and of their honoree tonight, Bob Davidson, and it is my absolute delight to be able to introduce him on this occasion. Bob just recently stepped down as chair of the Art Center Board of Trustees after 10 wonderful years of service, a time that brought to me, personally and professionally, one of the greatest and most transformative partnerships of my entire career. Our bond was rooted in our shared values and in an almost spiritual commitment to manifesting the college's mission statement, learn to create, influence change. And change we did. In partnership with Bob, we launched 2 iterations of a strategic plan that prioritized long-term sustainability and diversity, and we completed a capital campaign that raised $124 million, exceeding our goal by close to 25%. As a result, the college has grown in many important ways. Bob was always there in support of everything we did. He brought to his work on the board his deep values, his keen critical mind, his substantive and principled business ethics, and his financial generosity. He made the college a much better place. I recently had the opportunity to interview Bob for the podcast I host called Change Lab. I urge you to listen to our conversation because in it you will see the extraordinary background of this man, his thoughtfulness, his care, his integrity, his sense of humor, and really his greatness as a human being. In short, it will tell you his story in a far more powerful way than I could ever do in this introduction. That you have chosen to honor this great man is a wise and wonderful decision. I can only say that he is deserving of this recognition and so much more. It is a great pleasure to introduce to you my friend, my partner, and as we like to say, my brother from another mother, Robert C. Davidson, Jr. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren, for that very kind introduction. And thank you to STEAM Coders for this recognition. I'm honored and humbled to receive this recognition. It is said that one of the highest forms of flattery is to be honored by your peers. First of all, because your peers always hold you to a higher standard. And secondly, because they know all of your faults and shortcomings. If given their higher standards, they still recognize you in light of their knowledge of your faults and shortcomings, you may have jumped the highest bar. Very few people are able to accomplish anything in life without support and mentorship of others. As a result, I want to give thanks to those who continue to support me in my life's goals. Some people say last but not least. However, I say first and foremost. The light of my life, my wife for 42 years, Davidson. Without her support and encouragement, I could not have accomplished anything. Thank you, dear, for all your support. Then to our three sons, Rob, JR, and Julian. They are my best friends, and we are proud of each of them. They continue to inspire us with their strong values and great aspirations. Next to our grandchildren, Roderick and newly born Stella. Thank you for brightening up my life. Of course, to all our family and friends, thank you for your support and inspiration. We truly live in a village where family and friends are the most important elements of life. Thanks to all of you. Many U.S. schools lag behind in computer and internet connectivity. This lag is what educators and others refer to as the digital divide. The digital divide is a term used to describe the current separation between individuals with access to technology and those without. The groups most affected by the digital divide are those normally associated with the fight for civil rights, namely racial minorities and low-income families. Approximately 20% of students living in households with annual incomes equivalent to $30,000 or less computers, while 80% of students living in households with annual incomes of $75,000 or more have computers and internet service. Studies show there's a direct correlation between computer literacy and higher test scores among children in the subjects of reading, math, and science. It is in the best interest of both today's young people and the nation as a whole that all students have an opportunity to master the elements of technology they will need to have a productive future. Further, it is also clear that technology should be one of the principal tools for which students learn to manage the ever-increasing base of knowledge they will need to achieve success. To overlook technology and its impact on the learning process potentially alienates huge segments of the population and increasingly impairs ethnic and economically challenged students in particular. This is where STEAM Coders and your support for STEAM Coders comes in. Since its inception in 2014, STEAM Coders has served over 20,000 K-12 students. We have a goal of reaching 1 million students by 2040. 65% of their students are having their first encounter with a computer. Where would these young people be without a program like this? The real heroes at this benefit are the ELEs and their staff, teachers, and the sponsors that support this program. Education is the key to our future. You can give a man a fish and he will eat for one day. However, if you teach him to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. That is what STEAM Coders is doing, bridging the digital divide and teaching these young students to fish in the digital world. Thank you and continue the great work.
I am Naomi McSwain, Executive Director of the Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. We were founded in 1990, named after my cousin who was killed in a drive-by shooting. My aunt is the founder of the organization, and she is no longer with us. She retired after 20 years and passed away at age 82. So I am here. I've been here the past 11 years and just working with a great team of staff, very caring and committed folks. We have an awesome board of directors, about 18 members, many of them with us, over 15 years, and partners like STEAM Coders. I love STEAM Coders. They are high quality, high impact, high achievement, everything that we want for our kids. And so we would like to have at least 5 laptops at the center that we can either loan to students, immediately until their school can replace it, or if they're at a school where there is no replacement or they have no laptop at all, that we can give it to them.
Mr. Ely, do you have something to share?
We've heard you, and thanks to the generosity of our donors, we're going to award you with 20 laptops.
Wait a minute.
And we want to help bridge the digital divide and help you deal with a lot of the issues. So on our behalf, please accept the 20 computers.
Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't expecting this, but thank you. Definitely, take some burden off of our shoulders, but it's just nice to know that we can respond to them right away, and the kids don't have to miss any time. They're already missing enough time, right? So God bless everyone. I don't know, however this happened, I don't know, but thank you guys.
As you can see, we need to open up our hearts and minds so that disadvantaged students can stay on track during the pandemic and beyond. A quality education is critical to students' future successes. However, you need the tools to participate. The digital divide is real. This is your opportunity to invest in America's future. Visit www.steamcoders.org and make your donation today.
I think STEAM education is really important for girls because for the rest of your life, you're going to be able to find a job doing something in technology.
We've been prepping for months, and we're really excited to share with the girls just the diversity of opportunity that technology opens up for you.
The goal is to teach the skills and fundamentals of STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math, so that they're prepared for future academic and career success.
So today we're going to show the girls virtual reality, augmented reality.
And they're going to get some experience with using Linux, and they have to find the bad guys. And we're also going to use the whiteboard and the Surface Hub, and we're going to pretty much do a design meeting.
I feel really happy we're able to show them some role models, some women who are working productively and successfully in technology today.
It's also an exciting opportunity for us at Warner Brothers to be able to share what we do and hopefully excite a new generation of girls to look into technology and entertainment.
Collaborating with organizations like Warner Brothers provides the students with an opportunity to get outside of their neighborhood, to learn more about the world that surrounds them, so it expands their horizons and expands their landscape, so now they can dream about things that 24 hours ago they never even knew existed.
I like STEAM Coders because you really adapt to your own creativity and you're not limited anymore to just pencil and paper. And anything you imagine really can turn into just one gigantic world for you.
The speed at which things change makes it really important for young adults to think about how they want to make a difference in the world and how technology is really a tool set for them to do that.
Having an education in STEM really ensured that any door or opportunity I wanted to pursue was open to me. It was never a question.
The impact I'd like to have is just sparking that curiosity. Whatever these girls do can create the future of information security, and that's exciting.
Learning about technology and combining it with things like art and math and science, it's so important because every one of those skills can take you all the way through for the rest of your life in any kind of job.
I just basically feel proud to be part of a technology organization as a woman. I've been in it for a while, and it's exciting. It's exciting. You feel like you're making a difference.
I learned so much, and it actually inspired me I think I want to go into this field.
Hi, I'm Jason Milner, and I lead People, Programs, and Culture for Warner Brothers Technology. Today, I'm excited to introduce my friend and colleague, Vicki Kalf, CTO of Warner Brothers, who is being honored at the STEAM Coders event for her incredible work in giving back to the SoCal community. As someone who works with Vicki every day, I have witnessed firsthand her commitment and support for the inclusion cause, and how she has prioritized making a difference in how she leads her team and in all of her actions. Under her leadership, WB Technology has hosted over 100 STEAM Coders middle school students at the Warner Brothers lot, where they got the opportunity to learn about how technology powers the studio, participate in custom workshops, and just check out all the cool things at the studio. Those STEAM Coder days gave the kids an opportunity to imagine themselves working at a movie studio one day, something that I hope happens really soon. Vicki made sure that the students didn't leave empty-handed. Perhaps the most special part was when we were able to surprise the students with their own goodie bags, filled with WB games, movies, and most importantly, their own laptops. I can't really do justice in describing this scene, so hopefully you can check out this quick clip now.
Open it up.
That clip is just one example showing how Vicki's actions are making a difference. But Vicki's impact to STEAM Coders goes well beyond the WB partnership. Not only has she been an early champion for the STEAM Coders cause, but she showed her commitment to action by joining the STEAM Coders board. In this capacity, she has provided guidance, management oversight, and vision, making STEAM Coders a stronger and more focused organization. I'm incredibly excited and honored to congratulate my friend Vicki Kalf on this well-deserved award.
Thank you so much for that amazing introduction, Jason. I really appreciate it. I don't feel like I deserve it, but I'll take it gratefully. I want to thank STEAM Coders for this really lovely honor, but I truly have to do so on behalf of my Warner Brothers team, and really in particular on behalf of the WB Tech team. I know I wouldn't be sitting here without them. Supporting STEAM Coders, whether through my participation on the board or through the full day events that we had the great pleasure of hosting on the lot for students, has been incredibly rewarding and fulfilling for me and for so many of my team members. Working with STEAM Coders has allowed my team the ability to see firsthand the impact that this organization has on the underrepresented and underserved students and their families. We've seen firsthand the impact that allowing students to see the diversity of opportunities available to them by pursuing technology makes, and how much it really matters when they see someone who looks like them in a technology role, and maybe even more importantly, somebody in a senior leadership position. And finally, maybe even more importantly, in this remote learning world that we find ourselves in, the critical impact that having something that I certainly take for granted sometimes, that having access to a computer can make in a student's life. So in closing, thank you again to STEAM Coders for this honor, but really more importantly, thank you for the opportunity to support the important work that you do. I really look forward to helping STEAM Coders achieve its vision of introducing 1 million students to the fundamentals of STEAM by 2045. Thank you again.
Are you moved yet? I know I am, and our partners are definitely appreciative. We need your support in order to take this to a higher level. Originally, we wanted to raise enough funds to purchase and distribute a minimum of 100 computers, along with internet service and hotspots. We're almost there. Your donation, regardless of size, will get us that much closer to our goal. Visit www.steamcoders.org to make your gift.
My name is Nikithia Whitney. I work for Blue Shield of California, and I'm a lead project manager.
I'm David Pryor, and I have 2 daughters in the STEAM Coders program, one in 6th grade and one in 8th grade.
I heard about this exciting robotics camp that allows children to go and learn about building robots and kind of some engineering, and I thought that was really cool.
Well, I think it's very important for them to get comfortable with technology. They use a lot of technology. They're on, iPads and iPhones, but they don't really see themselves as potentially creating technology. And so I really wanted them to get more exposure to that end of it as opposed to just kind of using the technology.
My name is Ava. I'm in 2nd grade and I like science because you can do stuff with it and it has physics involved with it.
I would say this is a great opportunity.
Let's take this thing global.
I want to be a scientist and I want to go to the moon.
Dr. Ronald C. McCurdy is a professor of music at the USC Thornton School of Music and serves as past president of the International Association for Jazz Education. Prior to his appointment at USC, he served as director of the Thelonious Monk Institute of Jazz at USC. Billy Mitchell is an internationally recognized jazz pianist. The Billy Mitchell Group has appeared at the Monterey Jazz Festival, Playboy Jazz Festival, Heineken World Festival, International Jazz Festival, Sedona Jazz on the Rocks, and local appearances that include Central Avenue Jazz, Jazz at LACMA, Sunset Jazz at Newport, Levitt Pavilion Music Series, and countless club appearances. Yuko Mabuchi started playing classical piano at age 4 in her hometown of Fukui, Japan. As a teenager, she was fascinated by American R&B, hip-hop, and blues. After hearing the music of some of the jazz greats, she fell in love with jazz, and after high school began her studies of jazz piano. In 2010, Yuko arrived in Los Angeles to further her studies and had the opportunity to perform at some of LA's top venues. Please enjoy the musical selection by Dr. Ron McCurdy, Billy Mitchell, and Yuko Mabuchi.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ron McCurdy. On behalf of STEAM Coders, we thank you for joining us for our virtual celebration, Bridging the Digital Divide.
Your donation can make a difference in the life of a disadvantaged but deserving student.
We hope you enjoy this musical standard titled Summertime.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
I'm Regina Christine Creighton, and this is my son, a middle schooler, Ernest Creighton. And we are so excited about receiving the Chromebook from STEAM Coders because it has been such a blessing. Ernest, how much have you loved the Chromebook?
It's really fun because I can record videos on it. I can edit videos for YouTube. And I also can use it for school. Even though my school came with a Chromebook, the camera didn't work on it. So this was very helpful because my teachers would always want me to have my camera on. So this is really good for that.
When you found out you got the scholarship to STEAM Coders, and then you found out that you actually get to keep the Chromebook, how exciting was that? Because I was super excited. Like it was mine. I was super excited about that. What about you?
I was really excited because I've never owned a laptop that I could really call mine. I usually would use my mom's. So this that I could use personally and to do schoolwork and also hobbies like drawing or watching a movie was really cool because I could just be sitting in my bed watching Netflix on my laptop.
Right. So it helped the both of us, not just you, but me as well, because I didn't have to stop my work for you to do your work, even though I want you to be productive. So this is just such a blessing, just an amazing gift that's going to really help you to learn and be productive and be present in school, because I was concerned about that when I found out that the other Chromebook, the camera wasn't working, and you got this new one, just an amazing blessing. So we thank the donors so much, and we thank you, STEAM Coders.
As you can see, we need to open up our hearts and minds so that disadvantaged students can stay on track during the pandemic and beyond. A quality education is critical to students' future successes. However, you need the tools to participate. The digital divide is real. This is your opportunity to invest in America's future. Visit www.steamcoders.org and make your donation today.
Hi, I'm Carlos Hill from City National Bank and a proud volunteer with STEAM Coders. As a volunteer, I can speak firsthand to the great work that STEAM Coders is doing to bridge the digital divide and clear pathways for student success. During my time as a volunteer with STEAM Coders, I was able to assist kids from underserved communities and teach them robotics, programming, and computer languages. City National Bank understands that the community is the backbone to our future. When the community thrives, we thrive too. The opportunity to positively impact people's lives within our community is in our DNA. That's why STEAM Coders is a very important community partner to all of us at City National Bank.
I'm Benita Bradshaw. I am co-principal this year for Grace Hopper STEM Academy. We are a very small independent charter in Inglewood, California. So there were times when we didn't have teachers to teach coding or gaming and things like that. And we wanted to remain a STEAM school and be as positive as we can. STEAM Coders was able to bring us those entities that we couldn't provide for ourselves. So that partnership has been so valuable and worthwhile and well appreciated. There are a lot of things that we're missing right now that I feel are substantial to our kids' success. We have no hotspots. We have 20 computers that have already been returned due to some type of malfunction. We are actually teaching some of our kids who are on cell phones online in our classes.
Hey, Mr. Ely, thank you for joining us. Did you have something you would like to add here?
We have some great supporters and donors out there, and thanks to their kindness and generosity, we're going to award Grace Hopper 50 Chromebooks.
I am absolutely elated, and you want me to come get them right now? Because I have my car ready. I'm ready to roll.
Well, we're not at the storage facility tonight, but we'll make sure we turn this around as fast as we can to make sure the students are connected and that they can overcome the digital divide. And we'll also subsequently do what we can to work to try to help you get some hotspots so they can get internet access wherever it's needed.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you very much for the gift, and it won't go wasted not at all.
This has been a very inspiring virtual celebration. The comments from students, partners, and community leaders have been so compelling. Everybody is talking about the COVID-19 pandemic and especially its impact on disadvantaged students. The digital divide is real. So before we sign off, can you share the results of the Bridging the Digital Divide campaign with our audience?
I would be happy to, Emma. The final tally is we've raised over $175,000 for Bridging the Digital Divide campaign. These funds will allow us to support students, nonprofit organizations, and schools. With these funds, we were going to give away 200 computers. That includes laptops and Chromebooks, 100 hotspots. We're going to give away internet service for 1 year to 100 households. And then we're going to provide free STEAM classes, which will include coding, web design, and product design, and much more. These things will keep going as long as we can raise funds. We hope to increase our total fundraising numbers to over 200,000. We're going to continue this campaign till the end of the year so that we could reach more students, more schools, and more nonprofit organizations. A huge thank you to everyone involved this evening, and we hope to do even more as we move forward.
Wow, that is amazing. You know, it just shows that the community really cares about the digital divide and most importantly, they're willing to invest in our nation's future. Tonight, the people have spoken and you know what? They said the future is bright. Raymond, it's been quite a night and what a pleasure to have been part of your first virtual celebration. But we know we have so much more to do to help bridge this digital divide. So we are asking for your help. A donation or contribution of any kind is so appreciated, so we can continue to support students in need in Pasadena and the greater Los Angeles area. $50 will sponsor a student for one of our amazing STEAM Coders classes. $100 will purchase a hotspot to help a student with internet connection. $200 will pay for internet access for 1 year for a student in need. $300 will cover the cost of a Chromebook, so essential for online learning. $1,000 will cover the cost of 2 Chromebooks and internet access for 1 whole year, which will make all the difference for students struggling to learn. Or any donation, and any amount is greatly appreciated. You can donate tonight by clicking on the donate button on the screen, or go to and click on donate now. Or you can also pledge a monthly donation as we are all facing challenges created by this pandemic. But give what you can, and please give generously.
I'd like to take a minute to thank our generous sponsors, not just for tonight, but for their ongoing support of our program through the years. Our title sponsor, SoCal Gas, stepped forward and propelled this event forward. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support. In addition, our board has been terrific, spreading the word, raising funds, and providing guidance and leadership to our program. Our board members are Alex Maliki, Vicki Kolf, Quentin Strode, Samantha Milner, Mark Goodstein, Margot Deere, Colleen Lewis, Jamila Beelam, Eva Graham, Catherine Leonard, Maria Alvarez, and Colbert Liu. Our management team, Charmaine Mills-Ely, Director of Operations, John Melanson, Director of Curricula, and Julie Troy, Program Manager, along with our office staff, Christine Crosby and Neha Rizvi, were all instrumental in helping make this effort come true. I would like to recognize and thank our co-chairs, Margot Deere and Samantha Milner, along with their entire event committee, for their time and dedication and expertise. I would like to give a special thank you to my family and friends in a little town in New York called Locust Valley at the corner of 13th and Cross, where I grew up. Their love and support and friendship laid the foundation for the things that I do today. Without them, I would not be here today with you, trying to give back, trying to reinvest, trying to support those who do not have an opportunity to support themselves. I applaud you and thank you for putting me on this path, and I'm forever grateful. Congratulations to our honorees. You continue to inspire us and act as role models for not only our staff, but our students and all the volunteers that we work with. And mostly thank you for being you, for tuning in, for for supporting us, for opening up your hearts, your minds, and your wallets in support of underrepresented and underserved kids. Without you, tonight would never have taken place. And Emma, you've done a fantastic job hosting this event. We can't wait until we see you next year, along with all the people who tuned in tonight. Thank you and good night.